Good morning, everybody, and thank you for coming today. It's a beautiful day. After 3 years of meetings and work by the Fire Station Study Committee, a town meeting vote, a town-wide vote, and more than a year of design development, regulatory reviews, and a full public bidding process, it is truly gratifying to stand here today and officially break ground. It already looks like they started, so thank you. So today's groundbreaking ceremony represents far more than the start of construction. It reflects years of commitment, collaboration, and a shared belief in what this town can accomplish when we work together. I want to extend my sincere thanks to our town manager, Paul Cohen. Within his 20 years of being in town, he has played a key role in replacing or constructing 4 of the 5 fire stations that we have. A truly remarkable achievement. Manager Cohen, your support and leadership have been invaluable, and I am truly, deeply appreciative. Thank you. So, yeah, there we go. We only got 1 more week to do that, so. To the members of the Fire Station Study Committee, I want to thank you for your tireless 3 years of hard work and planning. Your efforts brought these 2 projects before the voters in 2024, and your commitment is a major reason we are here today. So thank you to the members of the Fire Station Study Committee. Thank you. So, I also want to thank the members of the Chelmsford Fire Department for their continued service and patience throughout this whole process. You'll remain dedicated to this community while working in these 2 stations that no longer meet today's fire service needs. As we move forward with building safer, more functional stations, this project stands as our commitment to your safety and to supporting the critical work that you do. So thank you. We're also grateful to our architect, Ted Galante, and his team. Their thoughtful, forward-looking design reflects not only creativity and technical expertise, but a deep understanding of the unique safety needs of firefighters. The care, planning, and attention to detail that they brought to these 2 stations ensure that our members will be protected not just today, but well into the future. We're joined here today by Castagna Construction and members of the Permanent Building Committee. We certainly look forward to working with you as we build this station over the next 18 months. In addition, I extend our sincere appreciation to Left Field, who's our owner project manager, for their steady guidance and oversight. Their leadership in helping to navigate through the design and the regulatory process has been instrumental in keeping these projects on track, on budget, and moving forward. So thank you. I know it's not an easy task. And certainly to the residents of Chelmsford, we are extremely grateful for your support, for the trust that you continue to place in this department. Your confidence in us means more than words can express. Please know that we do not take that support for granted. We are committed to honoring it every day through service and our dedication to the community. So when built, these new fire stations will enhance our ability to protect lives and property while providing our firefighters with the safe, modern facilities that they deserve. As we break ground today, we are not simply beginning a fire station project. We are laying the foundation for a stronger, safer future for all our members. So thank you for being here today and helping turn this vision into reality. Certainly look forward to the day when we gather once more at the time to cut the ribbon, open the doors for Chelmsford's next generation of fire stations. Thank you.
Thank you, Gary. Excellent job as usual, and thank you for acknowledging all those who've contributed to the success of our project today. And towards that, I want to acknowledge and recognize members of our select board who are in attendance today. Our chair, Pat Wojcik, our clerk, David Bovair, and our returned member, John Curlin, and our ongoing member, Aaron Cunningham, and unfortunately Jeff Hardy wasn't able to be here today. And as the chief noted, this really is done by everybody's contributions, and Gary mentioned those, but really, it really shouldn't go out and mention the work of our former select board member who chaired the Fire Station Study Committee, who's here today, Virginia Crocker-Timmons. Virginia wrestled a very arduous committee that, as Gary noted, went for 3 years in the community, and it was just a challenging role, and she did it gracefully as usual, And again, I can honestly say I'm not sure that without Virginia's leadership that we would be here today, because Virginia kept us focused and pushed through it. And as we know in Chelmsford, these projects are hard to achieve. They take many iterations, town meeting presentations, committee presentations, and just a lot of discussions. And again, as noted by Gary, the Fire Station Study Committee, worked hard on this thing. And I see Rob Albon, a key member in the committee in attendance. I'm not sure if there are other members here today of the committee. It really was a significant effort. But the reason it's a significant effort, and the reason that committees such as the Permanent Building Committee, and I see our chair here of our Permanent Building Committee, Tim Powderly, work on these things, is they are so vital to Chelmsford's critical infrastructure and providing the operations for the town going forward in the 21st century. Here's a building that was built, around the time that I was born, in the mid 60s, and it really served a different community in terms of the operations of the community. And now, as we've done over the years, as Gary noted, we're taking that next step forward to serve Chelmsford in the future. And so again, thank you to the community for all your support. We have the blessing and luxury of sort of being the spokesperson, but really it comes down to the Chelmsford community and all those who contribute to make these events possible. And towards that end, before I forget, someone else I want to note is our public safety partners. Pride Star Trinity EMS is here also with us this morning, and I want to note John Chemley presence with us today, because again, it's all of us pulling together in our community to meet the safety and critical needs of our residents. And as Gary said, I'll close that what we look forward to is returning here in the fall of next year to this station and also Station 5 in South Chelmsford for those ribbon cuttings, and again, to take that next step to serve those who are in our community. So thank you so much today. And now I'd like to turn the podium over to the architectural firm behind us, Ted Galante of the Galante Architectural Studio, for some brief remarks.
Good morning, everyone. I noticed that a ladder truck just passed by. I don't think we knew that when we were designing the building. First change order is going to be to make the building bigger to fit that. How did that happen? No, listen, we are super grateful to be here. Both of these buildings have met their useful life. They are quite outdated. And part of what we do as we design these buildings is to design for the needs of today, to design for the fire chief today, but really we're trying to think about 5 chiefs from now. What is the community going to need later? How can we plan this building for the long term? And I think, there are many ways that we do that internally, meeting a lot of the health and safety needs of the firefighters, right? Firefighters protect all of us. I like to think as architects we can help protect the firefighters, because this is their home. This is their second home. They need to live here healthy and safely, and they need to go home healthy and safe so that their families stay healthy and safe. And so that's a mandate that we work to carefully. But the other important piece for me, that for all of us at our firm, is to focus on environmental conditions that are better for all of us, right? The building will have geothermal wells in the back. It'll have photovoltaic panels on the roof. The town, Christine and Paul and others were really instrumental in getting that to come to the fore, and did a fantastic job. Hamdi was involved in a lot of that grant work, and we're able to get the systems funded to become part of a much longer range vision than what the building has today or what the building could have been. So for my firm, Galante Architecture, I'd like to thank Brian and Simona and Austin, all people here who've been working on this tirely with other people in the background, back in the studio. Left Field has been great to work with. The town of Chelmsford has been great to work with. The building committee, asking hard questions, getting good answers. So we're looking forward to this and to the ribbon cutting. So thank you very much.
Okay, it's time to break ground, so I'd like to have the town manager, Ted Galante. Virginia, please join us. Be myself, Hamdi, and somebody from Castagna Construction, please. That concludes the ceremony. Truly appreciate everybody for coming today. Beautiful day. And again, like I said, I can't wait to invite you back in about 18 months to when we reopen both engines 3 and 5. So thank you.